this kind of a subject I want to talk about the subject in full, about everything they did, but this one specifically. How do you feel about the Supreme Court ruling on the web designer case?
The web designer? See,
Yeah,
that's the one I gotta look more into because I
yeah,
heard it was like some fishy details behind that.
yeah.
Well, it could have been more so the student loan case, which I'm happy they putting that back on the rails. So
Okay.
I need that. But
Yep.
the graphic designer case, if I'm correct, you're talking about the one where they ruled that a
Because
graphic designer can
because
basically
it was against her religion to work with same sex couples or anything against her religion that she feel like she don't have to work with those people.
yeah.
How do you feel about that?
How do I feel about it? It depends on because legally speaking, like if that's what you want to do personally, I can't really do nothing about it. But in terms of private versus public company, I don't know how that works in terms of business.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and that's where that kind of falls down for me
Yeah.
personally. I mean, I don't care. I'm gonna get that check regardless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in terms of her, I don't know where that falls. I'm guessing it falls since it had to go to court. I'm guessing it was in the realm of like she's doing a public service.
Mm-hmm.
So then I don't like that. Because if
Okay.
you're gonna operate, if you're gonna try to make money from the public, you need to abide by the rules of the public, where you can't discriminate based on
But in the
your
public, you still
personality.
have the ability to. You still have religious freedom.
Mm-hmm.
So if your religious freedom restricts you from doing certain things, is that not part of the law too? Part of her freedom to not serve somebody?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think that's where it stopped.
Yeah,
I think
I
that's
get you on
where
that. I'm
you know what
okay
I'm
with it.
saying.
I'm
Yeah.
okay with it because those type of people always just filter themselves out. Like if
Mm-hmm.
you don't, if when people do certain things like that, it always like end up, especially as a business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yelp
especially,
reviews
I
going
mean, yeah, that's what
down.
I'm saying, bro. Like it happens, bro. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna get like, especially when it comes down, like Republican extremists, they're gonna like be at your courthouse with the guns, January 6th, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Democrats, like the extremists, they gonna like they do some of that stuff when you talking about Antifa and stuff like that. But their main thing is like internet bullying.
Mm-hmm.
Like they gonna bully your business.
Yeah.
They gonna do everything. They gonna put a lot of energy into making sure that you feel. And I'm not saying that's okay because sometimes that stuff is misguided. That's just irrational sometimes because the person said something like small.
I would rather her not get business based on the quality of work. But if you are going to discriminate, you got to expect that
You gotta
that's going
expect
to
a
get around.
backlash behind that.
But I also
And
think,
also that just limits your bottom line anyway.
yeah, but I also think, like you saying, that kind of filter out. And I think people had a niches or whatever of who they want to design for. Like I know a couple people that just design specifically, like they good
You
with
as a
graphic designer.
Okay.
And they
Gotta let
design
them know.
stuff. Yeah, I'm a graphic designer. So they design stuff like specifically for churches. Like they know what churches like, they blah blah blah. So they just kind of market to those people and they build their clientele. So I mean, if you want to limit yourself like that, then sure. But in terms of like branching out, you probably limiting yourself by turning away customers like that. And as a graphic designer, it's kind of saturated right now. It's a lot of people who call themselves designers, and like so that shrink your business even more if you do stuff like that. Because now, not on top of that, you kind of pigeonholing yourself into a niche. But also, like you said, like them reviews and people getting word of mouth, that's not. They probably won't benefit you
at
business
all.
like
And
that.
it just if it's not word of mouth, it's just like, well, if I'm a person that's and I think it was in Colorado. So Colorado is like, I've been there. It's a nice state.
That's
Enjoyable.
pretty liberal
Everybody.
place.
Yes, exactly. Other than Lauren Boebert, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but anyway, so
She liberal behind closed doors.
she's something behind closed doors. But what she is, and open doors is not a smart human being, in my opinion. But anyway, for me, it's like people know people that are in those communities that you restricting from, like whether it be somebody black, white, gay, trans, whatever. Like they have family.
Yeah.
And those family has friends.
Yeah.
And if you like those people gonna be like, nah, I won't go over there because of this, that, and the third. You're gonna lose business anyway. For me, getting those type of businesses off the market it funnels into other people's business that is like more open,
Mhm.
more like, okay, well, me designing something for that has nothing to do with, who you are as a person. I'm doing my job. I offer a service. You coming for a service. Let me serve.
Mhm.
I don't care what you got going on, because as long as your money leave your hand into my hand, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with most discrimination. Just because I'm just not a person that gets offended that way. If you don't
Mhm.
want me here, my mom always taught me, go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it.
Yeah.
I was always taught that, like, bro, don't be around people that, seemingly don't want you around. So a lot of times, and I always have thick skin. So like when I see stuff like that, I get the notion like, okay, we're supposed to be America, we all supposed to this, but you gotta understand it's still racism and bigotry and stuff
It's
like
a
that.
whole lot.
And
It's
then
a
like
whole lot of.
and for me, and I understand how most people are, I'd rather have it in my face than behind my back every time. I'd rather
Pause.
yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you saying.
Well, that's it for me.
I agree with you saying, but on a legal aspect, the court ruling, because they've been on the tear lately, like they just basically, it's open season for discrimination.
Oh, they've been popping off.
Yeah, that's the part I don't like. They basically saying, yeah, you can do whatever you want to now. They're trying to bring it back to like the Wild Wild West. In that terms, like I think that's.
Yeah,
I need to know what the line
what the line is.
Yeah,
I get you on that. I need to know what the line is too. But for me, like discrimination is fine, bro, because you're just gonna filter yourself out. What not happened for me, it didn't happen like to the what has happened is we have become like, because we've been so restricted and the cancel culture was so big and it was like at a height, and now it came down. For me, it's almost at like a perfect level where you can allow people to say kind of what they feel out loud. I don't like black people in my business. Cool. So we ain't coming over here.
You mean like people that's actually like bigoted, like saying it with their chest.
Yeah.
I think they just more open to that just because they feel like
No. For them, I want them to have those people who are not really like that, who own businesses, to be able to feel free now to say that, so we know where to go and where not to go.
Okay.
That's what I meant. Like people who hide, and I'm not really. I don't know. I'm still shopping somewhere. Like, yeah, man, how you doing, Mr. John? How you doing, hey,
nigga?
You know what I'm saying? But as soon as like, boy, I know he be stealing like you know what I'm saying? Tell me to my face. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not gonna get offended. You know what I'm saying? I just, this is what you believe.
I
whatever.
Probably get offended. Depends. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
In the context of, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm walking in and he scream out some racial thing, then I'm gonna be offended. You know what I'm saying?
But if you hear about it,
if I just hear about it, like whatever, man. I'm not gonna go there no more. If he say it like, these are white only pies, and I'm gonna be, I want your pie.
Just take my hand with 8 nigga pies.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's messed up, but I like to know who my enemies are.
Yeah.
I like to see them like, hey, if you like this, these are the repercussions of you being like this. So yeah, I get why people are upset about it, and they should rightfully so be upset. I understand. You know what I'm saying? But you, again, go where you celebrate it and not tolerate it. If that lady don't want to do that, don't force her to do something for you, because it's not gonna be her best effort. There's no care, there's no love into it, there's no no focus or work focus into something like that.
Yeah.
Because it's you. Go somewhere where people are gonna be like, okay, I want you to have the best whatever. And I'm gonna make sure I provide that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that'd be best, man. Especially if it's like, especially if I'm designing something for my wedding or something. I don't want no half-hearted attempt.
Yeah. I
want something like, oh man, I love this. You gonna love this too.
I don't want nobody making something for me and in the back of their mind telling themselves they going to hell. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I don't really care about that. I don't care about that.
No, I'm saying it's the effort.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's the effort. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like you're gonna be the best and still think that, I don't care. But I know you can't be your best when you thinking to yourself, I'm going to hell.
Trying to get over on me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. So I like to see my enemies in front of me. You know
probably. I don't know this lady. She probably charging $100 for a logo anyway. She ain't gonna be around long.
Yeah, I mean, you gonna take that L anyway. You took that all the way to the Supreme Court. I mean, I wish I tell people, I hope you get what you deserve.
I just don't understand how, on one hand, other than like the Supreme Court being flipped on one hand, when it came to the lady that was baking the cakes, they told her she couldn't do that. But now all of a sudden,
there's new people in there though.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not Either it is or it ain't. Like I need some type of consistency within the law of not just left up to interpretation. I want more.
But I think that's the case. I think that's
want
the problem.
more ironclad. Like this is okay. This is not okay.
I think that's the problem. That's why we have democracy, because with everything, even within the Supreme Court, it's with everything, because like those laws are written in stone to some degree. It's the perspective that you have on it, or the person that is reading it have on it.
Yeah,
that's why you keep having different justices up there, because of their perspectives. Because if we have the law, we really don't need a judge.
Yeah.
If this is end all be all, we really don't need
laws are written in a way to give people wiggle room. And I don't like it. I don't like it.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I don't like it, bro. I want ironclad. This is okay. This is not okay.
You're not gonna
I
get
want
that.
flat laws.
We don't have them. We don't have them, bro. And then because we don't have them, we get stuff like this.
Disgusting.
But yeah, I ain't. That was it. I just want to know how you felt about that. I know we have different feelings on how the Supreme Court has been handling everything. But that was one of the ones for me. It was like, how do I really feel about this?
Yeah. I care in so far as just what this means in the Supreme Court and like how we enact laws. In terms of her personally, I don't care.
Okay. For me, it's not.
They probably found another graphic designer that got what they wanted.
They moved on. They done moved on.
They done moved on.
She done did all that, and
so. But I don't know. I don't know if she put it towards the court or not, because if they not making a big deal, I doubt she gonna take it all the way to the Supreme Court. So I don't know how that court.
They probably pushed that.
Yeah, so
to some point.
But
you gonna take it all the way up. It's like, man, don't force people to do something for you that they don't want to do.
Yeah. But I think after that,
unless they wrong you, huh?
Yeah, I think after that, they was like, we're gonna make an example out of you, but they ain't take it to the wrong court. They should have known better. If this go all the way to the top, this court ain't.
This ain't gonna be the one for it.
So I want a case where it really conflicts. Like if this lady turns down like a Jewish person, like I don't want to work with Jewish people. Like I want to see that line when they're gonna be like, I don't know what.
You know what'd be crazy? It's like I don't want to work with Jews because in the Bible say, but if they be like, well, interpretation, like Jesus was a Jew or something. Like you have to like really fight. Like and what grounds would you fight that on? Interpretation of what the Bible says, or the religious factor? Well, as we know right now, the religious factor is gonna win out, but you have to like battle on the interpretation of the Bible. Or
if you get the same religion but like different denominations, like I'm a Presbyterian, I'm a Southern Baptist, but I don't want to like who y'all gonna rule in favor. Like I need a real solid example to get them on their toes. Like I don't know how we. I don't know if the religion is it, but I want a real solid case for them to be like, I don't know which way this goes.
Okay, I mean that'll be cool.
I want the 3 liberal court justices to be like, this y'all, this is y'all, this is what y'all want. You know what I'm saying? Like figure it out, bro.
That's crazy, bro. A lot of times because we done figured out that a lot of them get them billionaires, they be in billionaires' pockets, maybe whatever.
You turning NFTs.
That's a whole nother subject, man. Yeah. But yeah, that's how I feel about it. Y'all let us know how y'all feel about that. But that's how I feel at least.
Yeah. I don't care.